Let's join Peter Hagman back at the Sweet 200 collection in Kirkland, Washington.
Peter, we opened the show with me arriving in a 28 Bentley, not this one, but very similar to this. And so this is the car this is the one that makes your heart pitter-patter.
Well, the Bentleys in general, and the Bentleys made in the 20s. The company started in 1919, produced its first car, Lance, in 1921. Had a swan song run till 1931, till the end of the company, but they were an incredible automobile. They started with the 4-cylinder motor as we have here. It's a 4-cylinder. They started as a 3-liter and later as a 4.5-liter in the 4-cylinder configuration. They're an overhead cam. They're 4 valves per cylinder. They're dual carburation. They're dual magnetos. I mean, they were the state of the art in the 1920s. They won Le Mans 4 times. They were the cat's meow. They were the supercars of their period. And today, these cars are very sought after. They're drivers' automobiles. Personally, this car I have used several times on the Colorado Grand, which is a 1,000-mile tour. I've used it on the West Coast tour down to Monterey, Pebble Beach. They're a great driving car. They're bulletproof, they're reliable, they're handsome, and they're a blast to drive.
The racing history on these, you mentioned the earlier race that it won, but it really was the king of the road at that time, right?
Absolutely. I mean, at the sporting level, at Le Mans and endurance races, they were king. The Bugattis were running the Grand Prix level, which were the single-seaters and stuff, but the open sports cars, Bentley ruled in those days, and they were reliable and they were fast. And they were a neat image. The guys, the so-called Bentley boys, were aristocrats who were naughty playboys who loved to drive their cars fast and with great style. So it's a neat image, it really is.
So that has some appeal to you, being you're a Bentley.
Hey, yes, it's a lot of fun that way. Yeah.
You're considered one of the world's foremost experts on Bentleys. What kind of advice would you give to somebody that's maybe they're in the hobby and they want to get to that point? They want to be a Bentley owner.
Well, you know, there's a lot of ways to go, and the vintage Bentleys are particularly expensive cars. I mean, you're gonna start with over $100,000 for a project car, a 3-liter. So and they go into close to $1 million for a Speed 6, the right Speed 6 or an 8-liter, or a blower Bentley, which is a supercharged car. So there's different levels you can enjoy the Bentley hobby. There's a Rolls-Royce built Bentley built into the 30s, which is a totally different animal, a very high quality, nice car. And they're more affordable. You can get an old 30 sedan in the $20,000 to $30,000 level, but yes, it's an expensive game to play with, but well worth it, and a very active organization as far as clubs, as supportive parts, and as far as concerning events that they can be used in.